हैं to have a superb journey like you or live fast as a brand?
I think bold decisions are always very important in life, uh, but to be realistic about it is also important. And what I mean is, you know, generally what do you term as a bold decision? A bold decision is when 80 or 90 people out of 100 won't take that decision. You know, 10% or 10 of the 100 will, but it's a very calculated move. You know, it's not one of those कि मैं छत से कूद के देखता हूँ मुझे flying आती है कि नहीं आती है. It's never that. So you always calculate. You know, you take it forward. You take all the pros and the cons of the move going forward, how it affects you, and you know, then you come up with something that's. When you take a decision, you feel, okay, this was a bold decision. At times, it works in your favor. At times, it doesn't work in your favor. But what is important is, if it hasn't worked, you know more about it. You know, it's a learning curve. So you learn from it and you keep moving forward. And adaptability is a key factor in not only in sports but also in business. You know, there's always a right time for taking some of the bigger calls, and that's where you have to be brave. You know, you have to be brave enough to take that decision, not brush it under the carpet. यार सब कुछ ठीक चल रहा है, you know, why we need to make such a decision, you know. So I feel that's where the management comes in, where you know, they think about everything and then finally they're like, no, this is a decision or a move that we have to make, you know, for the sustainability of the business or to become better at what we are doing currently.
Absolutely, Mahir. Bhatia sir, what do you have to add to it? I can really see, you know, that those bold decisions have worked so far in the 7 years, and it's beautiful to see the journey.
Yeah, I think आपने पहले मेरे से पूछा कि why MSD and Live Fast. Yes. I think the starting point is both brands and both individuals, my founder and MSD sir, take audacious and bold decisions. My founder took a very bold decisions. कि हम challenger थे, हम छोटे थे in an industry where there are दिग्गज players. अगर आप बैटरी इंडस्ट्री में दिग्गज players के आपके नाम आएंगे, and we as an organization took a bold decision in 2014-15 to enter this business and really challenge. And yes sir, आपने भी cricket में देखा होगा, they were leaders, and how under your leadership we catapulted to a leadership position. Second bold decision, हमारे इस कमरे में लगभग 200-300 ऐसे पार्टनर्स हैं जिन्होंने वो लीडिंग ब्रांड्स छोड़ के हमें ज्वाइन किया, और ये बोल्ड डिसीजन लेना एंड धोनी सर, ये जो सामने रो नंबर 2 देख रहे हैं ना, इन्होंने they gave up equivalent of more than 200-300 crore of their earlier business to join hands with Live Fast and with you. सिर्फ इस रो में.
I'm sure बहुत बड़ी बात है ये. I mean, and it's really that the amount of pride and the confidence he says it with, you know, that really, you know, sums it up. My way, it's very apt to ask you a question that it's really a teamwork. इन्होंने बात करी जिनकी बात हो रही है. Of course, it's a team together, and no one better than you can, you know, answer this. That team building जो है, वो कितनी important है और उसका सबसे ज़्यादा main aspect क्या है?
I think हमारे sports में, you know, we play a team sports. I can talk more about you know, how it works in our environment, and what we do is, you know, because we spend so much time together, we try to understand each and every individual. You know, हम लोग जब, if you're playing all the different formats throughout the year, you know, you'll be spending, you know, over 250 days in a year, you know, with these people. So you want to know them better than your family, and also the fact that you want to know how each and every individual performs under pressure, because you will be put under pressure, and accordingly you groom individuals. So कुछ ऐसे होते हैं जो pressure में बहुत अच्छा perform करते हैं, but when there's no pressure, you know, they can't really switch on. Then there are some, you know, who don't like a lot of pressure, but they are good with normal scenarios. So what you do is, whatever the weak point is, you want to develop the weak points or convert them into their strengths, so that, you know, they basically embrace every situation. So you can't really do that unless you have that kind of a relationship. You want to build the trust. Because if you don't trust someone, you don't let your feelings come out. And it's always an environment where unless you know what really is happening, you cannot really rectify it. So as a leader, whether you're the captain or a senior player, unless the player comes and speaks the truth to you, how can you help him? And he will only speak the truth if he believes in you and if he trusts you. कि हम जो आपस में बातें कर रहे हैं वो बाहर नहीं जाएंगे. So I always felt that relationship was very important. Then giving the liberty to express themselves, yes, with accountability. It can't really be that, okay, मैं ऐसा हूँ, मैं ऐसा ही करता हूँ. In a team environment, you don't want a situation like that. What you really want is everybody coming together, contributing, having an open mind as to the different people who will have different views about the same scenario. And then as a team, you decide whatever is the best. It doesn't always happen in like a boardroom or a meeting room. You keep interacting with players individually. It can be in the room. It can be on the field. So what really helps is to identify the individuals, to give the roles and the responsibilities, make them clear about their roles and responsibilities, and at the same time, held them accountable for the decisions that they are making. Because our motive is very simple. We want them to grow, become better cricketers or better persons. And at the same time, the team needs to do well. The only way you can sustain or keep them together as part of the team is जब team का performance